Now I'm going to add the ears. To do that, let's take a look obviously at the side. And while I have the side here, I'm going to go into X-ray, and I'm going to select, kind of determine where I want to select this. So maybe I'm going to go into Edit, select Faces, and I'm going to select these and these. Okay, and with those selected, I'm going to go to Inset Faces and kind of inset like that. And what that's doing is it's creating an area where my ear is going to kind of live and grow from. So again, if I look at it from the side, I want to first establish where that ear is going to be. So I'm going to kind of just clean this up a little bit. And I'm not tracing the ear. What I'm doing is I'm kind of visualizing where the ear connects to the head, okay, rather than tracing the outside of the ear. And I want there to be kind of a nice, you know, a nice road around the ear, nice kind of clean. Let me take a look here. Okay, there we go, yeah. So again, just kind of untangling the mess, just trying to make sense of it. Maybe I kind of even pulled these out to just give it a little bit more breathing room. Ooh. And now if I look at it like this, I can kind of start to see that I'm setting myself up hopefully for some success here. I'm going to select these faces, and I can see that I'm kind of getting off to a rocky start as far as the angle of that. So I'm going to go to scale. I'm going to use that trick to kind of scale it like that, and I'm scaling it flat. Okay. Now I can take it and I can rotate it if necessary. And again, I'm just getting kind of the a clean starting point that I can kind of extrude out from. Okay, and there we go. That's a nice starting point. Let's look at this again, X-ray a little bit. Okay, yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So now what I'll do is look at it from the front, and I'm going to press E for extrude, bring that out, and then when I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and rotate, and I'm going to rotate like this. Okay, kind of bring that front of the ear and get that angle of the ear correct. Okay, again, look at this like that. And I can start to see what I've got going on here. And now, if I look at it from the side, I think it'll still be too small, which is good. Because what I want to do now is I'm going to put an edge loop. I'm going to put in one more edge loop here, Control R, like that. And now I have an area, like let's say starting here, I'm going to go from here, I'm going to grab all of these edges, and I'm going to extrude along normals. So here I want to extrude along normal, and now if I press E, whoop, okay, and you can see if I press E it's going to do it like that, and extrude along normal it's going to say it's going to extrude out from any way the face is where it's facing from. So now you can see that now that's a better result, what I want. Okay, and you can see that created kind of that lip of that ear. And now if I look at it from the side, I'm going to go like this, and this is what I'm going to kind of place on the border or the perimeter of that ear. Yeah, there we go. And sometimes, again, just kind of turning that off just to kind of make sure that I'm untangling the mess. I'm not going to worry about all of that inside detail right now. If I was going to do that, that would have to be in the sculpting stage, right here. That's a little bit too involved for this stage right now. And there we can kind of start to see that we've got a start to an ear. And again, looking at it from the front, I think a lot of people forget to kind of align it to the front. We don't think of it necessarily, we think of it looking at it from the side, but I feel like the front is going to be really important. Okay, excellent. Another thing I might look at while I'm here is just kind of correcting a little bit by the eyes. So I think I'm going to, again, I know I'm going to assume that the eyeball is correct, and I'm basing that off of this, where I'm seeing the eyeball here. And now if I come into these faces, now that I have more geometry to work with, I can kind of pull that out. And you can see I'm glad I didn't really stress about that before. And I'm just pulling that out. And some of these, if I do want it to be kind of a snug fit, so I'm going to kind of pull some of these out. And I can see how it's kind of like pushing out. I'm not too concerned about that right now because I feel like the truth is where the eye is, and then everything else is going to kind of work based off of that. Rather than thinking, oh, this isn't, this is looking like it's bulging out too much. It's actually the surrounding area that is the problem. I feel like this needs to come out farther to make it feel less awkward. And again, if you need proportional editing, like maybe that'll kind of help bring some of that stuff together. Okay, excellent. And maybe bring some of this stuff out. Okay, excellent. I think that, yeah, that's fitting those eyes much, much better. I'll just confirm from the front. Yeah, it is a little difficult to see, but I think that is working. Okay, great.